Welcome to Face Naturals, your trusted source for discovering how to achieve a healthy lifestyle now. Let's dive in and discover the health together. For more details, please visit facenaturals.com. So you know that feeling, right? You make a real effort, get to bed earlier, maybe even sleep in a bit on the weekend, but you still wake up feeling like you've gone 10 rounds, just completely drained. It's this common frustration, isn't it, where we tick the box for hours slept, but miss out on the actual rest. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the science of sleep, why quality outperforms quantity. Because honestly, just counting sheep or hours isn't working for a lot of us. We're going to look at some really fascinating research that, well, it definitely shifted how I think about sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's unpack this. So this feeling, this grogginess after what seems like enough sleep, it's not just in our head.
Not at all. It's a real physiological mismatch.
Yeah.
The core issue isn't necessarily needing more time in bed. It's needing better, more efficient sleep during the time you are in bed.
Okay.
Now, the National Sleep Foundation gives that guideline, 7 to 9 hours for adults. And it's a decent starting point, sure, but it's very general. It doesn't really tell you about the quality of those hours.
Right, it's just a number.
Exactly. What really matters is something called sleep architecture. Think of it like the internal structure of your night's sleep. How efficiently are you moving through the different sleep stages? That's the key.
Sleep architecture. Okay.
What's fascinating here, this isn't brand new. We've known about these stages for a long time. Researchers Dement and Kleitman, way back in 1957, they first used EEG to map out these distinct phases. They showed sleep isn't just an off, it's a dynamic process.
Wow, the 50s.
Yeah. And then later, Rechtschaffen and Kales in 68 standardized the criteria we still use today. So the foundation is there, it's solid science, it's our day-to-day understanding and application that's maybe catching up.
So we've scientifically known for, over 60 years that sleep has this complex structure, and yet so many of us are still just focused on the clock. Like, did I hit 8 hours? The real game changer then is understanding the quality of that internal structure.
Precisely. And within that structure, the absolute MVPs, the most vital phases for feeling restored, are REM sleep, rapid eye movement, and deep sleep, also called slow wave sleep.
Okay, REM and deep sleep, why are they so important?
Well, think of deep sleep as your body's physical repair crew, and crucially, your brain's waste disposal system. Matthew Walker talks about this a lot in Why We Sleep. During deep sleep, your brain clears out metabolic byproducts that build up during the day. It's essential for physical restoration.
Like a cleanup cycle for the brain. Okay.
Exactly. And then you have REM sleep. This is critical for emotional regulation, for processing experiences, and really importantly, for memory consolidation. It helps you make sense of things, lock in learning.
So deep sleep is more physical renewal and brain cleaning. REM is emotional processing and memory.
You got it. And they're distinct. For example, research by Stickgold back in 2000 clearly showed that a night with good REM sleep significantly boosts your ability to learn new motor skills. So if you're practicing piano or learning a new sport, that REM sleep is literally helping wire it in.
Right.
This leads to that scenario we talked about. Someone could technically sleep for 8 hours, but if it's constantly interrupted, if they barely dip into deep or REM sleep, they'll feel far more exhausted than someone who got maybe 6 hours, but it was solid, consolidated, high-quality sleep.
Wow, that's a powerful contrast. 6 hours of quality beats 8 hours of fragmented junk sleep.
Absolutely. So the aim shifts. It's not just time in bed. It's about maximizing sleep efficiency. That's the percentage of time you're actually asleep and getting that restorative REM and deep sleep while you're lying there.
Sleep efficiency, I like that term. It makes it actionable. So connecting this back, this directly impacts your energy the next day, your ability to focus, even your mood, right?
Absolutely. Everything cognitive and physical links back to this.
Okay, so understanding what we need, that quality architecture, the deepened REM sleep, that's the first step. But the million-dollar question is, how do we actually get it? Because knowing isn't always doing, let's talk practical stuff. How do we create an environment that actually promotes this kind of high-quality sleep? Mastering your sleep space, essentially.
Right, and it's more than just making it look nice. Your bedroom environment is an active modulator of your sleep architecture. It actively influences those stages.
An active modulator. Okay, so the room itself is shaping our sleep.
Yes, and there's research to back this up. Studies in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine show that making specific changes to your sleep environment can improve that sleep efficiency we talked about by up to 23%.
23%, that is significant just from changing the room.
Just from optimizing the environment. It's powerful stuff.
Okay, so what are the biggest levers we can pull? Where do we start?
First and foremost, darkness. Absolute. total darkness.
We hear this a lot, but how critical is it really?
It's incredibly critical. Your pineal gland, which produces melatonin, the sleep hormone, is extremely sensitive to light. Get this. Even tiny amounts of light, like from a phone charger LED across the room, can suppress melatonin production by as much as 50%.
50% from a tiny little light. No way.
Yes, this way. It's a huge biological hit. So blackout curtains are fantastic. A good quality eye mask is also essential for many people. And if you absolutely need a night light, maybe for getting up, use one with a red spectrum bulb. Red light is the least disruptive to melatonin.
Okay, note to self. Kill all the tiny blinking lights. That's mind-blowing. What about temperature? The eternal thermostat battle. Is there a winner?
Well, science has a pretty clear winner. Your core body temperature naturally needs to dip by about 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit to initiate and maintain sleep.
So it's a physiological trigger.
Exactly. If your room is too warm, your body is fighting that natural drop, which leads to more restlessness and fragmented sleep. The ideal range is generally between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 18 to 20 Celsius. Cool, but not cold.
65 to 68? Okay, maybe I do need to lower the thermostat. It's not just comfort, it's biology.
Precisely. Another factor, sound. Acoustic disruptions.
Even noises we don't think wake us up.
Especially those. Things like a distant siren, a floorboard creak, even the heating kicking on. They can cause what are called microarousals. You don't consciously wake up, you don't remember them, but they pull you out of those vital deep and REM stages.
The invisible sleep thieves?
Yeah. And they add up, contributing to that feeling of unrefreshing sleep. A simple fix can be a white noise machine, or even just a fan. It creates a consistent sound environment, acoustic masking, that sort of smooths over those sudden jarring noises.
Okay, masking the sound spikes. Makes sense. And what about the thing we're actually sleeping on? Mattress, pillows?
Absolutely crucial. Supportive surfaces. Your mattress and pillows need to keep your spine in a neutral alignment. If you're sinking too much or propped up awkwardly, you'll get uncomfortable, toss and turn more, and fragment your sleep. Materials like high-density memory foam or latex tend to be better at relieving pressure points compared to, say, older innerspring mattresses. This leads to more stable, less disturbed sleep.
So it's the whole package. Light, temperature, sound, and support. Each one is actively influencing that sleep architecture. It really reframes the bedroom from just a place we crash to a finely tuned machine for rest.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, so we've optimized the sanctuary. But what about us? Our habits, the things we do before we even get into that perfect room. Let's talk about how modern life, especially our tech habits and activity levels, might be messing with our sleep quality.
Yeah, this is a huge piece of the puzzle. Our daily choices have a profound and scientifically validated impact. It's not just guesswork.
Let's start with the big one. Screens, phones, tablets, computers. We know blue light is bad, but how bad, really? Is it just the light?
It's pretty bad. And no, it's not just the light, though. That's a major factor. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that blue light emitted by screens is a potent suppressor of melatonin. And the effects can linger for up to 3 hours after you stopped looking at the screen.
3 hours. So checking email right before bed is basically telling your brain stay awake for a good chunk of the night.
Pretty much, yeah. And beyond the light, there's the content. Engaging with stimulating stuff, work emails, stressful news, even exciting social media ramps up cortisol. Cortisol is our stress hormone. It's the physiological opposite of melatonin. It signals alertness, not rest.
Wow. So it's a double whammy, the light itself and the mental stimulation.
Exactly. This is why the concept of a Wi-Fi bedtime or a digital sundown is so important. Ideally, you want to stop using those blue light-heavy devices at least 2, preferably 3 hours before you intend to sleep.
2 to 3 hours, that requires some discipline.
It does. But if that's too challenging initially, definitely use the built-in blue light filters on your devices or apps that warm the screen color temperature in the evening. It helps mitigate the effects somewhat.
Okay, mitigation strategies are good. So less screen time, especially close to bed. What about physical activity? Exercise is generally good, right?
Oh, absolutely. Regular exercise is one of the single best non-drug ways to improve sleep. It's incredibly effective. Research consistently shows, like in the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine, that consistent physical activity boosts both the duration and the quality of deep sleep and REM sleep.
So it actually improves the architecture we were talking about.
Yes. It helps you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and experience more of those restorative stages. We're talking moderate aerobic exercise, brisk walking, swimming, cycling, just 30 minutes, maybe 3-4 times a week, has been shown to improve overall sleep quality by as much as 65%. Plus, it's a great stress and anxiety reducer, which also helps with sleep.
65% improvement. That's huge. That's motivation right there. But timing matters, doesn't it? I've heard exercising too late can backfire.
That's true. Timing is key. While exercising is beneficial, doing vigorous workouts too close to bedtime can interfere with sleep. You want to wrap up any intense exercise at least 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep.
3 hours again. Seems like a magic number.
It allows your body time to cool down. Exercise raises your core body temperature, heart rate, and adrenaline levels. You need those to return to baseline before your body can easily initiate sleep.
Right, otherwise you're trying to sleep while your body's still in go mode.
Exactly. So morning or afternoon workouts are generally best for reaping the sleep benefits without the potential disruption.
Okay, this is all starting to connect. It's not just one thing. It's the dark room, the cool temp, the lack of blue light and cortisol spikes before bed, plus regular, well-timed exercise. These aren't just minor tweaks. They feel like fundamental pillars for good sleep hygiene. Understanding that 3-hour window for both blue light and exercise, that's really powerful information.
It really is. And when you start layering these strategies, that's when you see significant changes.
So, bringing this all together, the core message isn't really about logging more hours in bed, is it?
No, not primarily. It's about enhancing the quality and the efficiency of the sleep you're already getting, making every hour count towards genuine restoration.
By focusing on that sleep architecture, boosting the deep and REM sleep.
Exactly. And the science is clear. When you apply these principles, managing your environment, your tech use, your activity levels, you will see improvements. Better daytime energy, sharper thinking, improved mood, overall better well-being. It really prompts the question, doesn't it? What could just one night of truly restorative, high-quality sleep actually change for you tomorrow? How would you feel? What could you accomplish?
That's a fantastic question to reflect on. It shifts the focus from sleep as a chore to sleep as a powerful tool for living better. And, for those of us committed to a holistic approach to wellness, really understanding the science behind something as fundamental as sleep, it feels like the essential first step. And if you're looking to explore how organic and natural self-care can further support that journey towards optimal health, complementing these sleep strategies, remember to visit facenaturals.com for more details. This has been incredibly insightful. Thank you for breaking down the science in such a clear way.
My pleasure. It's crucial information for everyone.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all for joining us on this deep dive into the science of sleep. Here's to optimizing your sleep efficiency and waking up truly refreshed.